We made a little list of 5 key points on how to improve your dribbling.
There we go. Oi! Ha! People of the YouTube, this is Q&A episode 21.
Episode 21.
Episode 21. You have the questions, we supply the answers.
And we're gonna kick it off
With
football! What do you think is the best way to play in a real match? Short passing or long balls? Considering that a team is good at both.
Long balls. Basically depends on how the opponent is playing and what kind of players you have in your team. If you have short guys like us, I probably wouldn't play long balls unless they're really fast.
What is the point of the game, you know? If you are young players and you need to develop, you can't just,
Play long passes.
play long passes. The midfield is never gonna touch the damn ball, you know? Like, it's definitely much more educating for the players to play short passes.
Okay, Manju Camboy, what is the maximum number of hours required for practice?
Well, if you practice 2 hours, that's enough. You're super good. So that's it.
No. There is no required maximum number of hours that you should practice for in order to be okay. This is enough. This is sufficient. Everyone can accept that I have done my part. No. That's not how it works. You train until you can't, move a leg anymore. If you want to be the best, you train. You can never train too much. You can always get better.
You know, if you're passionate enough, you will train as much as you humanly can. And obviously, the older you get, Jay Mike can tell you, it's more difficult.
I have a maximum amount of training I can do.
Like for real, it's crazy. Like, I'm 26 now and I can feel the difference from when I was 15.
You could just keep running back then.
It's crazy.
Even at 20, you could just go out, no warm, and you could just like go. And now I have to warm out.
But if your question is, if you are 13 years old and you want to become a professional player and you're asking how many hours a day you have to practice, there's no answer, Like, you can practice 20 hours a day, but unfortunately, if you're not good enough, it's not gonna cut it.
That's the way it is. You do.
Next question,
please.
This is a brilliant one.
Okay.
How to improve your dribbling skills.
Okay.
We made a little list of 5 key points on how to improve your dribbling. Number 1, spend more time with the ball. This is not not rocket science. If you want to become better at playing FIFA, you need to play more FIFA.
Exactly.
If you want to become best friends with the football, you need to spend as much time as possible with the ball. Number 2, practice dribbling with both feet. Obviously, it helps a lot if you can control the ball with both left and right foot.
Yes. Right. And number 3, use all parts of your feet, the inside, the outside, the sole, so you're ready for more or less every situation, because the ball might not always just be right where you want it to. So if you want to be really good at dribbling, it has to be more or less instinctive.
Number 4, start at slow speed and increase your pace and speed with the ball, dribbling, running, as you get better.
And number 5, find out what kind of dribbler you want to be. Do you want to be that flashy showboater that everyone hates and people probably want to kick down? Or do you want to have skills that actually work?
Exactly. You look at Messi, he's not really super flashy, but
it works.
Super effective.
Oh man, super effective, yeah. And we all know.
So there are no right or wrong answers here, You can be Neymar and do flashy things. It's cool,
That's also effective.
Yeah.
If you're good enough.
And maybe you don't want to be effective. Maybe you just want to get some cool Instagram highlights. There are no right or wrong answers here.
Let's move on to real talk. Do you ask Jolter questions like, what do you call that in Finnish? For example, words. Yes, I typically ask you what you call words in Finnish.
Yeah, here and there.
Yes, mostly swear words. Can you tell me some slightly PR-rated naughty swear words in Finnish?
Oli haukoa kysymys, mutta eihän tosta nyt kukaan saa mitään irti.
Exactly.
Mutta kyllä mä välillä aina luen kommentteja siis suomalaiset siikaa kanssa näitä videoita. Se on kyllä ihan nätti.
You know. Sounds like the craziest gibberish I've ever heard in my life. And I speak Danish.
Well, speaking of languages, is one of you able to speak German?
Ein bisschen, ja. Ich spreche ein klein bisschen Deutsch.
I speak many languages, especially the language of
football.
Love and football. But German is not on the list.
Does hydro/spray paint in your boots damage the upper? P.S. I've left this question 3 times in your previous Q&As, and now we're gonna answer it, and yes.
3rd time's the charm.
Yes,
Is that how you say it in
That's
English?
how you say it in English.
Kolmas kerta toden sano.
Okay, 3 gange lykkens gang, und...
Okay, enough. Answer the damn question.
Okay. Yes, they do in fact damage the upper. Why would you take your boot that you paid a ton of money for and actually put it down into water with paint in it? Because there's gonna be paint on the upper, it's gonna dry into the material, and it's gonna crack, and it's gonna be, don't do it.
Which pro footballer you've met is your favorite player to watch?
I would go with either Neymar Jr. or Keita Balde.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
Because Keita Balde, he about having fun, man. And
I would almost say Zlatan.
Zlatan?
I love, when Zlatan is on the pitch, it's fun to watch.
True.
If we go all the way in, I'm gonna say Ronaldinho. Obviously, he's not super active anymore on the football pitch. He has moved on to the after party scene.
I think he moved on to that even while he played football. Yeah.
But I promise you, when Ronaldinho was at his prime, I watched every minute of every game live.
Why do you support Chelsea and Manchester United? Are you glory hunters? Asks Matthew Wright.
Let's keep this very brief.
On his YouTube profile picture has Manchester City's logo.
Wow, that's a good one. So in other words, he used to be a Chelsea fan.
Are you winding this up?
Anyways, I'm gonna make this very brief.
Yes.
I'm a Chelsea fan because when I was a young boy, a Finnish guy called Mikael Forsell, now retired, actually for this season.
Kuningas Forsell.
No, he was not the king, sorry. No hate to Forsell. He joined Chelsea, and he started at the same club where I first started playing football, and he grew up in the neighborhood where I grew up, so I looked up to him.
1997, I saw a commercial in Danish TV. The Peter Schmeichel's team was playing. I liked Peter Schmeichel. I was a goalkeeper myself back then. I was like, yo, I'm gonna watch this match. They absolutely beat the crap out of, I think, who they were. I don't remember who they were playing. I was just like, yo, I'm gonna support these guys, and then it all went uphill from there. So no, we're not glory hunters. What can you say about that, Matthew Wright?
Wow. Shots.
Are fired. Should we move on to the ball bag? Let me. Still firing shots. Stefanus Dharma one. Nowadays, why big brands like Nike and Adidas never show us how they make their new high-tech boots like Superfly 18 Plus, X18 Plus, Netfit, etc. like they did 5 to 10 years ago? Is it because of the secrets they have? Why don't they show us how they do these days?
Did they show it back in the days? I'm not really sure what you mean with that, because
no. There were some, sneak peeks into the Montebelluna factory from Nike and all that stuff. But I think in terms of actually looking at the innovation process and the manufacturing process, we haven't really ever seen. I think
that's
back
what I'm
in the
thinking.
day, it was perhaps more of a craftsmanship story where you told like this is built by hand by some Italian dude, who cares about the leather and all that jazz. I think today it's not as romantic anymore because it's just mass production.
I don't think there's any secrecy that Nike are afraid of Puma stealing their ideas, because I believe that all the brands know what each brand is doing, and no matter what you could do is take a pair of scissors and cut it open, and in 2 seconds you can see what it's made of.
Yep, and I can guarantee you that's happening everywhere.
Oh, of course.
Unisport of Nike, Adidas, Puma does not exist. Which football boots would you buy? It's a very, very, very simple answer. Mizuno.
I knew you would say that. I just said it because I thought you were gonna say it.
High quality boots, amazing leather products, durability, comfort. It's just all there.
To be honest, I haven't tried the recent models, but I'm pretty sure they are great.
They are. You should watch my reviews.
I try to stay away from you and your content as much as possible.
See, that was the thing about becoming friends with the ball and then spending a lot of time with the ball. So clearly you can all see where we are. So
I have no friends.
Take another question, please.
Except for the ball.
Oh! Do you think expensive training gear makes you better? And there's a very simple answer to that.
Yes!
Yes. Expensive training gear makes you better. Go buy all the new stuff, all the most expensive stuff on unisport.com because it makes you better. You will be like Ronaldo. Of course not.
Of course not.
Yes, nice training gear is expensive training gear is really nice to have.
And it makes you feel like a pro. Like the best example I always love to give is the compression of base layer.
Base layer.
I will never forget when I was a teenager, in my early teenage years, and I discovered base layer. My life changed.
Honestly,
I was like, wow, this is sick. Because just
you just feel ready. You just feel like.
Just because it's expensive is not the thing. The quality is just better. But I know what you're after, and the answer is no. And you probably knew it already. You wanted to ask it anyways, and the answer is no. Moving on.
Yes.
Can you use hot water trick on leather boots?
Yes.
Yes, at your own risk, of course. All these tricks and things you see on YouTube, all this blabber.
Yes, of course you can use the hot water trick on leather boots, but what you need to keep in mind is that leather boots are stitched and glued together. So you need to not use too hot water, and you also need to dry your boots properly because leather is a natural material. You don't want them to have all the water in the material, so the seams and all that stuff, they go bad. Then we move on to the giveaway. Who is the worst player to receive a signature colorway of a boot?
Lovely question. And you are gonna win a World Cup shirt of your choice. You can pick and choose. We're gonna be in touch. Congratulations.
Who is the worst player ever to receive a signature boot? And I thought about it, and I was like, yo, this is difficult because they're all, relatively high profile players. I came to a conclusion, Mario Balotelli.
Yo, that was the first person I thought right away. But you need to also remember that back when he got those boots, he was balling,
I know.
And right now he's still, producing numbers, not on the highest level. He's doing his thing in the French league.
I know. But still, which player has then gotten a signature boot that hasn't done well? Let's look at it. CR7, obvious. Messi, Neymar, Aguero, pretty good. Royce, he also got his own pair of boots. Could also be Royce. Injury prone, yes. Balotelli, we have Fabregas, Sergio Ramos, Zidane, Beckham. But Mario Balotelli isn't too bad of a shout in the modern days.
And now,
we move on to the question of the month. Okay, the question of the month is pretty relevant because you've all seen Neymar rocking a pair of Nike Mercurial Vapor 12 AGs on the pitch. So, is it safe to use AG studs on FG surfaces? I know, are you ready for it? Normally we always say, yo, don't use FG boots on AG pitches because the studs are simply too big and you risk getting stuck and it's not very good for your knees or joints and it's gonna break the boots altogether. But the thing is, if we're looking at the AG stud pattern on the Mercurial Vapor 12, it's basically an FG stud pattern with conical studs, and then of course these holes in the middle so they make sure that they don't heat up so much. But you can use them just as well as a normal pair of FG boots with conical studs. They're totally safe. And actually, if you think that the bladed studs on the Mercurial are a little bit too aggressive for your taste, you can actually buy a pair of AG boots and wear them.
Only thing you might lack is grip.
But still, they're relatively long.
I know, but if you play on, let's say, grass, wet grass,
yes,
you might lose some grip and
of course, yes,
but it's safe. Like there's nothing wrong with it.
But tell you what, in Denmark right now we have a drought, and the grass pitches are dry as.
Oh yeah.
They're dry AF. So what I did, I wanted to rock my vapors. So I've been wearing my AG vapors on grass for the past couple of weeks because it's so hot that I don't want to wear my FGs. So listen, guys, this has been a long Q&A. It's been a good Q&A.
It's been completely out of control.
It's been completely out of control. I've had a lot of fun. Now, if you want to be featured in the next Q&A, which you probably want to, because it's all good fun, you should let us know in the comment section right down below what you want us to answer in the next episode. You can also go and watch a shit ton of cool videos right down here. For instance, the interview we made with Ronaldo. You can go and pick up all your World Cup stuff by clicking the link right over here. And then finally, make sure to hit that subscribe button with the notifications on, of course, to see all the latest video when they drop. And with that, we're signing off. Cheerio.